Hello, I'm Patrick Boccio, the Mayor of Greenbrook.
And I'm Kevin Sumner, the health official for Greenbrook.
I'm coming to you today, and we're coming to you today to give you a few pieces of information and give you an update on the COVID-19 situation as it relates to Greenbrook. First and foremost, I'd like to thank all of you, all of the residents in town and everyone in the county for helping us mitigate this crisis and help us through this difficult time. I'd also like to thank all of the police officers, all of the first responders, all of the administration in Greenbrook Town Hall. And we're going to give you a few pieces of information today. First about how we're operating here at Town Hall, and a general update about COVID-19 and the measures you can take to help mitigate the risk in general and the opportunity for you to contract this disease. So here at Town Hall, currently we are still here to meet your needs, and the best way to contact us is through email and for phone calls. So if you have any questions, you could go to the website, and our website is www.greenbrooktwp.org. All our email addresses are there, and you could leave an email address or call Town Hall with whatever questions or needs you might have. As far as general questions that we've received, one is, where are we going from here and how can we help? So I'm going to ask Kevin to give us a little background on where we are currently and the measures that we could all take to help alleviate this and reduce our risk of getting the disease.
Thanks, Mayor. And I think the first thing I want to say is that we want everyone to really know that we understand there are a lot of concerns about this disease and its spread. We understand the challenges because we're feeling those challenges as well. But together as you said before, we will get through this. Most people know that case numbers are increasing. But what they might not know is that for each one of those cases, the health department and my staff are following up on each one of those, speaking to the patients or the healthcare provider, depending on the circumstances, and really trying to identify any high-risk exposures that might have occurred, which helps us to try and contain the spread of the disease. We work very closely with our community partners, obviously the elected officials, but also our first responders and our healthcare providers, the schools. Even though they're not in session, I'm communicating on a regular basis with the township school officials. I think the most important message I can convey is what everybody has heard with regard to social distancing. We really want people to stay home unless it's absolutely necessary for people to leave their homes and go out for some reason. We're really looking for people to stay home. This virus is constantly looking for a new person to infect. And one way to prevent that from occurring is to not expose yourself to that virus. And by staying home, you accomplish that. When you can't stay home for whatever reason, we want to encourage people to stay at least 6 feet away, as we are today, and limit that time of contact to 10 minutes or less. Through the study of the disease, we feel pretty comfortable that 6 feet and 10 minutes or less is a protective factor for when you do have to have contact with other people. Other actions folks can take to protect themselves, what we have always said, even before coronavirus: wash your hands. Wash your hands a lot. When you don't wash your hands and you touch your face, then that allows the virus to be transmitted. So washing your hands, covering your mouth and nose when you're coughing, sneezing, avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth. Disinfecting commonly used surfaces to clean off any virus that might be on those surfaces. Washing your hands after that's done, and paying attention to the guidelines and recommendations from credible sources. And by credible sources, I mean township materials that are posted on the website, the CDC, or the state health department. Finally, I think if we all take these actions together, then we will eventually slow the spread of the disease. We will do what folks are calling flattening the curve, so that we don't overburden our healthcare providers with a large number of sick individuals. And given time, we will see the slowing and the resolving of this situation. Again, it's challenging times. These are difficult things for us to do. It's things we're not used to, but I think collectively we can make that happen. And as my father has so often said, if we do this, this too shall pass.
Great. Well, thank you, Kevin. And the way you were saying it is the way I understand it, that staying at home is really the best course of action. But if you have to go out, social distancing is important, and flattening the curve. Now, in other places where this is in effect, is flattening the curve working, and is this really something that's beneficial?
We know historically that these actions will flatten the curve. It's still a little bit too early in this disease, in this area, to say it's working at this point. But through studies of the spread of disease in other cases and in other parts of the world, we know that it works eventually.
Yeah. So, a few other points that I wanted to bring forward is that here in town and through the state, a lot of the businesses are either curtailed in their operation, but they are providing e-service through the internet, as well as takeout service for a lot of the restaurants. So I do encourage you all to support our local businesses when you want something other than what the normal fare is at home. Just to reiterate, the best place to get information is credible sources, as Kevin indicated. Our website, www.greenbrooktwp.org, has information both about local township situations, as well as links to the county and to other information related to COVID-19. We are also going to be putting out a postcard, and you should be getting it within next week, which is the week of April 6th, that has information about this and other things. On Monday, we are going to be canceling our township committee meeting for this session, but we're going to get a teleconferencing platform so that all of our residents can call in and interact with us going forward. So with that, I do thank you for watching this video, and I wish you the best, and have a great rest of your day. And as Kevin said, we're all going to get through this together. Thank you very much.